We have a dancing musical girly right here.
Ah, we meet again. Of course we do. Welcome. And now we are going to be talking about our baby's first week and a bit. So it's actually day 11 today. So I'm going to kind of bring you up to date today. So as I mentioned in the labour and delivery story, which I will link below, we stayed in the hospital for a couple of days after the birth, partly to help me with breastfeeding, but also because of my placenta, because I had to have my placenta removed in theatre. I obviously couldn't just come home. I had a catheter for a bit. It's nice. I had a cannula in my hand, and you know, they were doing blood tests and checking my blood pressure and all sorts of gubbins. And yeah, so I was on tablets. Up until yesterday, I was having blood thinning injections in my legs every day. Well, one in my leg every day, which was, I think it was called Fragmin, I don't know. Anyway, my husband had to do it, so I had 2 done in the hospital, and then he had to do 8 more. I'm not afraid of injections or afraid of needles as such, but you know, surely no one actually likes having them done. So I couldn't watch it being done. The thought that I would have to do it myself was quite terrifying. So luckily my husband stepped up and he was happy to stick a needle in me. That's all good. I'm also on iron tablets, which I briefly discussed in the other video. My iron actually isn't low, but it's low for me, so they just thought, stick you on some iron tablets, which has kind of, I think, led to constipation. Nice. So I've had to get some stool softeners, although I haven't actually used it yet. I only got them yesterday, but you'll see. If it happens again, then I will take it. Yeah. So we came home on day 3, and it was quite late. I think we got back about 7 or 8 in the evening, maybe even 9. I can't remember. It was just all a bit of a blur. And the health visitor, no, the midwife came round on the Tuesday morning. So it was on the Monday night, and she came round on the Tuesday morning to kind of check in on us, see how we're doing. So she's lovely, and that was really helpful. She kind of helped with the breastfeeding and stuff. So when I was in the hospital, my colostrum had come in, which is like a the first sort of stuff that comes out your boobs. The first feed. So it's really fatty, full of lots of calories and nutrients for the baby, but you kind of only get X amount. It's only a small amount really that comes out. So I was having real trouble with baby latching. So I kept having to have help from the midwives, and even they were kind of struggling to get her to latch. So that was quite, I'd say, disheartening. I mean, it takes time. It takes time for me to know what I'm doing, and it takes time for her to know what she's doing. So until we both kind of got it, then it's not going to happen. So I was hand expressing into these like little syringes, which are only 1 milliliter volume. Okay, fast forward. So that last footage was from day 11. We are now, Alana's now 7 weeks old today. Sorry guys, I got interrupted in that last video and never found the time to continue on, I'm afraid. Sorry, life is a bit hectic when you've got a baby, apparently. So, as I was saying, day 3, my milk came in, and the midwife showed me how to express because I was still having trouble with Alana latching on. And that first feed, that first express, I managed to express 30 millilitres. Which seemed like a crazy leap up from when you just got the colostrum and you're getting like 1 milliliter. Now, 7 weeks on, I'm getting anywhere between 120 per boob, basically. Usually she'll feed from one and then I'll have to express the other. But it depends on the timings, because if she's still not hungry but I need to be emptied, then I'll just have to express. And there's been times where I've been so engorged. Once I got 360 millilitres, which is just crazy. That was overnight. She didn't wake up for 6.5 hours, and obviously she didn't wake up, we didn't wake up either. So when she woke up hungry, because we're now doing on-demand feeding, so I just feed her when she wants it, yeah, I was in a lot of pain. So there's that. I'm going to insert a little picture of how much milk at week 6 we have in the freezer, because I am overproducing milk, which I really did not expect to have as a problem. It's not really a problem, it's just storing it, really. So we're kind of toying with the idea at the minute of stopping breastfeeding earlier than originally planned, or donating some of this milk to the hospital. I'm kind of still tempted to hold on to it for now. I mean, it doesn't need to be used until April, May time, because you can keep it in the freezer for 6 months. So yeah, we're going to see how things go, because I am struggling with the pain, I'm not going to lie. I know it's not meant to be painful, but I do find it quite painful. So yeah, I still want to continue on for now, but I'm just going to see kind of how it goes maybe in the new year, because Alana will be about 3 months old come New Year. Well, she will be 3 months old. So kind of, yeah, playing it by ear a little bit and see what's what. So Alana's had her first bath, obviously, because she's now 7 weeks old, and she seems to love the bath, so that's good. She kicks herself off the edge of the bath, so obviously one of us is holding her. I have bathed her by myself now, which I still find quite scary, because obviously you've got to keep hold of her and bathe her at the same time, because we've just got a normal baby bath. We haven't got one of those seats, which I would quite like, but to be honest, we've kind of got used to what we're doing now, and it's fine. So yeah, there's loads of poop, loads and loads of poop. So one of my friends from my NCT class said the other day that sometimes her baby doesn't poo for like a week. Sometimes I think she's even gone 2 weeks, and the health visitor said that that's fine, because that seems normal for her baby. Alana poos all the time. Sometimes she can go through 4 nappies in 15 minutes. It's ridiculous. It seems to be less of that now. It seems to kind of be a bit more regular, but usually we'll start feeding her, and about a minute into the feed she's got a full dirty nappy, so she needs changing again, and then she cries because we've stopped feeding her whilst we change her. But then she would be crying if we didn't, because she'd got a dirty nappy, so it's catch-22. Yeah, but we've got a nappy bin, which I think is one of the best things that we'd bought, because it means that you don't have to go out in the cold, you don't have to keep going in and out and getting all the nappies away. You just put it in the bin. It doesn't stink the house out because it keeps the smell all sealed in, and it's just amazing. We love it. We've received so many presents from like friends and family, and we are so grateful. So thank you to all of you who have given us presents. We've kind of got to the stage where we've received so many, I can't remember who has bought her what, but everything has been so lovely, and some of my craft friends have even made things, and some of my best friends have made things, and I'm just so touched. So thank you very much. It means a lot. What else do I need to talk to you about? So to start with, the midwives kept thinking that Alana had jaundice, so she kept having to go and get tested, but actually she didn't at all, and she was fine. And the levels just kept getting lower and lower, so she's absolutely fine. I think it's just something they're so like, they jump on straight away. Photo shoots. So we did a couple. There was one we did in the hospital on her first day with Bounty. They came round and kind of asked if you wanted a photo shoot, and then obviously you got to buy the photos from them. Now we just thought, you know what, yes, because it's only going to be her first day once. So we just got the cheapest package, but we're really happy. You get like a USB stick with it, and some photos delivered, and they're really lovely. They're really cute, and she had her eyes open and she was all kind of happy, so that was really nice. And then I saw on Facebook someone was looking for baby models under 14 days old, so newborn babies. They needed some photos for their kind of advertising and things. So we just had to sign a waiver basically to say that they could use the photos, and then we got them for free, and they're really good. We spent 3 hours around this lady's house whilst they were kind of, well, being photographers, moulding Alana into loads of different cute positions with props and different wraps and things, and oh, she's just so super cute. It was lovely. So that was nice. I'll put a couple of those pictures at the end of the video. Yeah. Our first kind of trip to Asda was just kind of weird. Just like walking around, or obviously we went in the car the first time because I was not up for walking a long distance. Whereas now I will happily walk to Asda, and we walk around town, and we walk quite a lot now with the pram. But yeah, just kind of odd the first outing, trying to feel a bit normal, but you've got this baby, and yeah, it's bizarre, but it's good. I go to Asda a lot now, sometimes just to get out of the house. We don't even need anything. Yeah, see, the first few like days and weeks, you've got to do a few different things. So you've got to go to the health visitor or the midwife, or they'll come to you, whatever happens in your area. We had to go to the midwife a couple of times. Registering the birth, so we went and did that. Very easily done. Just need to make sure you can take all the documents with you that you need. And oh my god, there is stuff everywhere in the house. It's still like that now. Occasionally we'll tidy up, but then the next day it'll be chaos again. But I've just kind of had to get used to the fact that it's like that, so when people come round, to not feel bad that the house might be a bit of a mess, because I mean, they expect it, and I've just kind of gone beyond caring, to be honest now. As long as it's clean, it doesn't really matter that there's baby clothes everywhere and toys and whatnot, so it's all good. And yeah, basically I just wanted to say, when me and Ollie went on the NCT antenatal classes, and I really highly recommend them for anyone who is pregnant or thinking about having a baby. When it is your turn, seriously, go to an antenatal class, whatever ones are available to you. I mean, NCT, we did have to pay, I think we paid about £160 for both of us to go on. It was the shortest course, I think, but it's so good and so useful. We've used so many of the hints and tips, and just generally would have kind of felt a bit more lost if we hadn't done NCT. So if you're able to, I would highly recommend it. And also now, every week or every other week, myself, Alana, and most of the other ladies and babies meet up for a coffee and cake sort of situation. I mean, all of us are part of the group, and we all do go, but obviously some weeks someone can't come or whatever. But it's just really nice. It's an excuse to get out of the house and for all the babies to kind of grow up together, sort of thing. So it's been really nice to see everybody's development as it's gone on, and we're all in a WhatsApp group. The mums, obviously, not the babies. They're not quite that involved yet. And you know, when we're going through something, or even if we're just having a nighttime feed or something, it's nice because you can message, and then it might be like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, but one of the other mums is probably up, so they'll message back too. And it's just a nice little mini community we have made for ourselves. So it's really lovely. Right, I guess you want to see Alana now. She might be asleep. I can't hear her, so I will go and see what the situation is. If she's asleep, then I'll just film her as she is and just kind of show you quickly, or if she's awake, then I will show you more. Yay, babies!
So we've started playing on the playmat. You gonna wave hello? Alana. And we have a keyboard, which she plays with her feet. You going to press something, Alana? Go on. Ooh. And go on. Oh, nearly. Go on. Nearly. So this is a Fisher-Price playmat. We got it from Mother Care. And the keyboard can actually come off, so later on when she's older and she doesn't want the playmat anymore, she can still use the keyboard. If she's going to use it now. She has been doing it, obviously, until I start filming. There she is. Oh, oh, have we had a bit too much time on here? Just finished the 11 o'clock feed. Now 6 days old. You're a week old tomorrow. A week old tomorrow. Can you believe it? She's just finished her feed and she's now got the hiccups. So she won't settle. She's not unhappy, she's just not able to quite fall asleep. Here she is. Hey, sweetie pie. Hey, sweetie pie. Hey, so it's currently 2 o'clock in the morning, about 2:30 now actually. She's due on our 2 o'clock feed, and this is the first day that Alana has been actually latching and staying attached and draining me. So there's nothing for when I've been trying to express, which is amazing. So, I mean, it started day 5. Now it's 2 o'clock in the morning, day 6. And she is fast asleep. So I'm hoping in a minute I'm just going to transfer her back into her Moses basket. I'll show you her first. The lighting's not great right now, but that's because it is 2 o'clock in the morning. And look at her little smushy face. It is now 5:45, just finished the 5 AM feed, and it was another success. Oh, although we've just got a smiley face, so probably means Wendy's. There, I'll show you. Oh, not so smiley. Oh. Oh. Got myself a little spider monkey. There she goes, look at her. She just had a feed. I'm not sure she's finished yet. Oh, well, she's had a nice big burp now too, so that's good. Belcher. I suppose I should try and feed her again now then. Oh, she's just so cute.